with the second lecture of refraction of light. I hope you remember the name of this chapter, refraction of light, that we started in the very first lecture of the year. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to share my screen with you all so that we can start with today's session. So just give me a second. Okay, fine. So in the last lecture, we started with this beautiful and a very easy chapter called refraction of light. So I want you all to just have a quick recap of what we had done in the first lecture, and then we will proceed further. In lecture, we started about properties of light. We understood two properties in the beginning. The first property was rectilinear proportion. If you can recall, light always travels straightly. And the second property was reflection of light. When light hits an opaque, it bounces back, and this is called reflection of light. Then we went on to study the most important property that we need to study, this refraction of light. And here is the definition of refraction. Light changes its direction when going one transparent medium to another transparent medium. This is called refraction of light. I had given you one diagram to draw as homework, and in that diagram, we had got three rays: incident ray, refracted ray, emergent ray. And if you can recall the three angles, the angle between the incident ray and the normal, called as angle of incidence; the angle between the refracted ray and the normal, called as angle of refraction; the angle between the emergent ray and the normal, called as angle of emergence. Then we also understood the reason why it happens. The reason is that the velocity of light is different in different media. Light travels with different speeds in different media. That is why it changes. And then we understood two very important rules. When light travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium towards the normal, and when light travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. My dear friends, today's entire lecture is going to be based on these rules. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a 30 seconds pause. I want you to revise the two rules of mind and remember for the entire lecture today. Come on, your 30 seconds start now. Come on, come on, come on. Fine. Light travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium, bends towards the normal. And when light travels from a denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. And then finally, we understood two simple laws of refraction, out of which the second law, if you can recall, sine I upon sine R is a constant. Constant is called refractive index. This second law is called as Snell's law. Now, after understanding so many things about refraction of light, what are we going to do today? Trust me, students, today's lecture is being very interesting because today we will be understanding few examples of refraction that we see around us, that in the nature. तो रिफ्रैक्शन तो पढ़ लिया, लेकिन ये रिफ्रैक्शन हम लोग देखते कहाँ पे हैं, एग्जाम्पल्स क्या हैं हमारे आसपास. This is what we need to understand today. Now these three examples are asked in the form of give reasons. So basically today we are understanding three important give reasons. And let me tell you one very important thing. In board exams, question number 2A is give scientific reasons. Give three questions and you have to write any two. So give reasons are something which are very important. So let us start with example number 1. Now before I start with the first example, I am sure more than half of y'all would know how to swim. Almost every one of y'all would have seen a swimming pool. See children, when we see swimming pool, it is full of water. आई डोंट नो तुम लोगों ने नोटिस किया है कि नहीं किया है, वी फील दैट द स्विमिंग पूल थोड़ा ऊपर आ गया है, इट इज स्लाइटली रेज्ड व्हेन इट इज फुल ऑफ वाटर। जब मैंने स्विमिंग पूल में पानी भर दिया तो हमको लगता है कि बॉटम ऑफ द स्विमिंग इज रेज्ड, खाली हो गया तो वही बॉटम थोड़ा डीप हो जाता है। व्हाई? द रीजन चिल्ड्रन इज रिफ्रैक्शन। Now, to understand what the reason is and how to write this answer, let us consider one simple small activity. I take a beaker, I fill this beaker with water, and at the bottom of the beaker, so there is an observer who is observing कि beaker के अंदर क्या क्या हो रहा है, and at the bottom of the beaker, I place a coin. So there is a coin inside the beaker which is full of water, and बाहर से there is an observer who is observing the coin. Now, obviously, the observer can see the coin. How can he see the coin? Light which comes from some light or sun will fall the coin, and from the coin, the light enter his eye. Now, because light is going from the coin to his eye, he can see the coin. Children, something very important. Look at the path of light when it is going the coin, the eye. And light is traveling from water to air or air to water. Obviously, when light travels from coin to observer, it will travel from water to air, which means light will travel from denser to rarer. And abhi by heart kiya, when light travels from denser to rarer, it bends away from the normal. So imagine this is the normal. This ray of light will now bend away from the normal, something like this. And this is how the observer is able to see the coin. But you know what the problem is? The problem is this observer cannot see this bending of light. ये जो light का direction change हो रहा है ना, वो observer को दिखता नहीं है. Observer only sees that light travels in a straight line. So he feels that this ray of light is coming from one point which is somewhere over here. Since उसको लगता है कि ये जो ray of light है, it is coming from this point, the image of the coin is formed at this position. ये जो नीचे वाला पोजीशन है ना, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं एक्चुअल पोजीशन, बिकॉज कॉइन एक्चुअली वहां पे है, और ऊपर वाला जो इमेज बना है कॉइन का, वो पोजीशन को हम लोग बोलते हैं अपैरेंट पोजीशन, बिकॉज वहां पे कॉइन का इमेज बना है. सी वंस अगेन आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग दिस. लाइट गोज फ्रॉम वाटर, so it is from dense to rarer, so it's away from the normal, something like this. Observer को ये bending दिखता नहीं है. Observer feels that light travels in a straight line, so light is coming from a point somewhere over here. So the image of the coin is formed at this point. नीचे वाला position is called the actual position, ऊपर वाला position is called apparent position. Now children, one very simple question. Coin actually कहाँ पे है? नीचे, मतलब actual position पे. But image कहाँ पे बना? ऊपर, मतलब apparent position पे. अब क्योंकि image of the coin is formed here, ये ऑब्जर्वर को कॉइन यहां पे दिखेगा. इन अदर वर्ड्स, फॉर ऑब्जर्वर द कॉइन अपीयर्स टू बी रेज्ड. उसको लगता है कॉइन थोड़ा ऊपर आ गया है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रीजन. द सेम थिंग हैपेंस विद बॉटम ऑफ द स्विमिंग पूल. In fact, trust me, the same thing happens when you put a stick or a pencil in a beaker full of water and you look from the side, you will find that the appears to be broken. या तो अगर ऊपर से देखा ना तो ऐसे दिखेगा, the pencil appears to be bent. Every reason is refraction. So children, let them ask you any give reason question. Let them ask you the bottom of the swimming pool is raised, or let them ask you the pencil appears to be broken when in glass of water, or let them ask you the coin appears to be raised. Sabka answer same hai. And what the answer is? Look here. The first point. It is very simple. When light travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. This is something that we already know. Look at the second point now. Due to this, light appears to come from a point. See, due to this, light is appearing to come from this point. Where is it? It is above the actual position. Look at the point again. Due to this, light appears to come from a point which is above the actual position of the coin. And the last point is simple. Hence, and whatever the question is. So a coin in a glass filled with water appears to be raised. Three simple points, my dear friends. First point, Very simple. When light travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. Second point, due to this, light appears to come from a point which is above the actual position of the coin. And the third point is, hence the question. So this was the first example of refraction. Any stick in water is broken or bent, coin is raised, or bottom of the swimming pool is raised. Now, example number 2, very, very interesting. But my friends, before I go to the second example, I want you all to understand a small little concept here. And to understand this concept, let me consider a lake. Now, obviously, बोलना तो नहीं चाहिए, but if this is lake, this is water, and ऊपर there is air. So this is water, this is air. Now, out of water and air, what is denser and what is rarer? Obviously, water is denser and air is rarer. So I will write rarer for air and I will write denser for water. Now, inside the water, let me assume there is a swimmer. This is the normal. And outside in the air, let me assume there is a bird. Now, children, look at that swimmer. He's looking at the bird. So basically, he can see the bird. But तुम लोग सोचोगे उसको bird कैसे दिखा? Simple है. Light which comes from the sun is on the bird, and from the bird it goes into the eye of the swimmer. Because light is going from the bird to the swimmer, he can see the bird. Simple. But again, look at the path of light. Light is traveling from parrot to the swimmer. Means air to water. That means rarer to denser. Because light is traveling from rarer to denser, it will bend towards the normal, something like this. But again, the same thing. Observer को ये bending दिखेगा. Observer feels that the ray of light is traveling in a straight line, so it is coming from this point, which is where the image of the bird is formed. This is the actual position of the bird. And children, what is this called? Image. Correct. This is the apparent position of the bird. तो उसको वो bird कहाँ पे दिखता है? Apparent position पे. अभी इतना तो हमको मालूम है. Now, I do something which is very interesting. Look at this water. I make water more denser. Imagine karo. Obviously, it is not possible to make water denser. But here, imagine that I'm making the water more denser, which means I am increasing the refractive index. Children, listen to me properly. I'm making water denser means I am increasing the refractive index. अब हमको मालूम है रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स क्या है. sin I upon sin r is a constant, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. लेकिन उसका एक्चुअल मीनिंग क्या है? रिमेंबर, रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स इज सिंपली अ नंबर व्हिच शोज कितना रिफ्रैक्शन होगा. दैट मींस अगर रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स ज्यादा तो रिफ्रैक्शन ज्यादा होगा, एंड इफ द रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स इज लेस, रिफ्रैक्शन विल आल्सो बी लेस. अब मैंने यहाँ पे ना वाटर को डेंस बनाया है, means I am increasing the refractive index. Agar refractive index increase hua, so now light will refract more. That means it will bend more, something like this. So now if I extend this ray behind, the apparent position is now this. I make this water even more denser. So फिर से I am increasing the refractive index. So फिर से look at that ray of light in the water. It will now again bend more. So again, now the apparent position of the bird is this. Can you note one thing, my dear friends? I am changing the refractive index, but साथ में ना और भी कुछ तो change हो रहा है. What is changing? The apparent position of the bird is changing by itself. So remember this. If I change the refractive index, the apparent position also changes. I repeat what I said. If I change the refractive index, the apparent position also changes. Now, based on this, we will learn example number 2. So, in our childhood, we all have learned a beautiful poem. Twinkle, twinkle. Yeah, correct. Little star. Now, exactly after 10 years, we will understand हमने वो poem क्यों पढ़ा था. Why do stars twinkle? So, to understand the twinkling of the stars, let me assume Earth. Obviously, we know Earth is covered by a layer of air, and that layer of air is atmosphere. मैं ये एटमॉस्फेयर को है ना, मैं अलग अलग लेयर्स में डिवाइड कर रहा हूँ. Look at how many layers I have formed for the atmosphere. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and bahar outside is 6. So tell me one thing. Out of all these layers that you can see, सबसे ज्यादा एयर कौन से लेयर में होगा? फर्स्ट लेयर में होगा या लास्ट लेयर में होगा? कॉमन सेंस है, फर्स्ट लेयर में होगा. Because the amount of air maximum here, this layer is denser, and because the amount of air is minimum here, this layer is rarer. So there are two media which are created now. One is denser, one is rarer. Now consider a star now. Come on, we consider a star. Tell me children, stars, are they very, very near or very, very far? Definitely they are very, very, very far away. Because they are very, very far away, they only appear like a point. हमको सिर्फ वो point जैसा दिखता है. Remember, such sources of light are called as point sources of light. So what is a star? Is a point source of light. Now the light which comes from the star, tell me, ये light जब star से earth पे आता है, it is coming from rarer to denser or denser to rarer? Rarer. Definitely it is coming from rarer to denser. So it will bend towards the normal. बराबर ना? So at each and every age, if I draw the normal, the ray of light will bend towards the normal, again towards, again towards. You know, it continuously bends towards the normal and then it ends observer's eye. But again the same thing. ये जो observer है, उसको bending दिखने वाला है. He feels that this ray of light is coming from this point. So the image of the star is formed at this position. Children, come on, tell me, what is position called? Apparent. Apparent position. And what is this position called? Actual position. So remember, हम जब भी star को देखते हैं ना, that is never the actual position of. We can only see the apparent position of the star. The actual position is somewhere near it. हमको तो star उसके सिर्फ apparent position पे दिखता है. अच्छा, moreover, look at this atmosphere now. Look at this atmosphere. Tell me, ये जो एटमॉस्फेयर है उसका कंडीशंस हमेशा सेम रहता है कि चेंज होता रहता है? See, when I say atmosphere का conditions, means I am talking about wind, I am talking about humidity, I am talking about rainfall, cloud cover, density, pressure. ये सब तो हमेशा चेंज होने वाला है. अब क्योंकि एटमॉस्फेयर का कंडीशंस चेंज होता है, I can say refractive index of air keeps on changing. And अभी मैंने वो लेक वाले एग्जांपल में बोला, if the refractive index changes, the apparent position also changes. So star का apparent position will keep on changing. You know what I mean by apparent position keeps on changing? Look here. At any moment अपने को star point पे देखेगा, immediately next moment पे दूसरे पे दिखेगा, then third point, then fourth point, then fifth point. Apparent position changes. तो होता कि कभी bright बनता है, फिर dim बनता है, वापस ब्राइट बनता है, वापस डिम बनता है, वापस ब्राइट, वापस डिम, वापस ब्राइट, वापस डिम, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं ट्विंकलिंग. So remember, this is how stars twinkle because of refraction of light. अब अगर इधर आया तो हम लोग लिखेंगे कैसे? It's a very simple answer to write. थोड़ा बड़ा है. So look, first point. Stars are point sources of light as they are at a very large distance from us. अब ये तो हमको मालूम है. It is very simple to understand also. Look at the second point now. As the density of air increases with lowering height, with lowering height, मतलब जैसे height कम होगा, जैसे देखो air is become denser. मतलब जैसे height कम होगा, the density of air will increase. So look at the point. As the density of air increases with lowering height above the Earth's surface, the refractive index also increases. Starlight coming towards us travels from rarer medium to denser medium. You can check in the diagram, it is traveling from rarer medium to denser medium, and it instantly bends towards the normal. This makes star appear to be higher in the sky as compared to its actual position. See, you can see star is slightly higher than its actual position. Next, due to the motion of atmospheric air, and changing air density and temperature. मैंने बोला ना एटमॉस्फेयर का conditions keep on changing. तो ये सब changes की वजह से the refractive index of air keeps on changing. So the apparent position of the star also keeps changing a bit. Thus, star का position भी change होता है, star का brightness भी change होता है, and that is why the stars appear to be twinkling at night. So remember children, stars are twinkling only because of refraction of light. Now children, you might have a question, अगर star twinkle होता है, planets क्यों twinkle नहीं होता है? So to understand this, let us look here. Why don't planets twinkle? And this is the third reason that we are learning for today. Planets do not twinkle. I consider same Earth, I consider the same atmosphere. I am again dividing the atmosphere into different layers, and this time I am not considering a star, but I am considering a planet. Now I am talking about planets. Are they far away or are they comparatively nearer? Now ये तुम लोग को क्वेश्चन थोड़ा कंफ्यूज करेगा. प्लैनेट्स भी दूर है, लेकिन when I compare with stars, planets थोड़ा तो नजदीक है. Now because planets are slightly closer to us, they do not look like points. They appear slightly bigger. Star हमको सिर्फ point जैसा दिखता है, लेकिन planet point जैसा नहीं दिखता है. Planet थोड़ा बड़ा. And that's why I can say a planet. Look at this planet. It's not a point source, but I can assume that it is a collection of different point sources. It is slightly bigger, and that's why it is made up of small point sources. See, something similar you might have studied in geometry. A line is made up of infinite lines. Something similar you must have studied in biology. A human body is made up of infinite number of cells. Similarly, a big source is made up of infinite number of point sources of light. यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ sources किए हैं. Now obviously ये सारे point sources हैं, तो ये लोग twinkle करेंगे. इनका twinkling कैसा होता है पता है? They twinkle in such a way that half of the points are dim and the remaining half are bright. Then after some time these half will become dim, and जो dim पहले थे अभी वो bright हो गए. बाद में वापस से ये लोग जो bright हैं वो dim हो जाएंगे, वाले bright जाएंगे, and vice versa this will continue. तो होता क्या है मालूम है? Average light that comes to our eye remains always the same. आधा bright, आधा dim. तो अपने आंख में same amount of light is coming. अपने को कभी ऐसा bright dim effect मालूम नहीं पड़ता है. And that is why children planet twinkle. Look at the answer here. As compared to the stars, planets are much closer to us. They do not appear as point sources, but they appear as collection of point sources. बहुत ज़्यादा point sources का एक collection है. Because of changes in atmospheric refractive index. देखो वापस से atmosphere का refractive index is going to change. Atmosphere में change होने ही वाला है. So the position and the brightness of individual will change. जो मैंने अलग-अलग क्लास बनाया था ना, वो individual point का position and brightness is changing. That means individual point source is twinkling. But the average position and the total average brightness does not change. It remains unchanged. And hence, planets do not twinkle. So my dear friends, we understood three important reasons today. We understood first, a coin appears to be raised when it is in a glass full of water. Then we understood stars twinkle at night. And then we understood the third reason, planets do not twinkle. Now I am teaching you one more example, but this example not asked in the form of give reasons. But still, I want you all to understand this example. It's a very interesting example. There is a phenomena which is called as advanced sunrise. Now everyone knows what is a sunrise. जो sun का पहला झलक अपने को दिखता है उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं sunrise in the morning. But I'll tell you something. जो sun का पहला झलक मिलता है ना अपने को, that is never the actual sun. Yes, you heard it. जो sun पहला दिखता है ना अपने को, that is never the actual sun. It is only the image of the sun. Sun तो अभी rise भी नहीं, sun तो अभी भी नीचे है. हमको तो सिर्फ उसका image दिख रहा है. This is called advanced sunrise. The sun appears to rise. 2 minutes earlier. मतलब for the first 2 minutes we can only see the image of the sun. Sunrise अब तक हुआ नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी अपने को दिखता है. This advanced sunrise. Let's understand what and why does this happen. Imagine Earth again. Imagine observer. Now here again I'm drawing a layer of air called atmosphere, and I'm drawing a line. Children, look at the name of this line. This line is called as horizon. Now, what do you mean by horizon? एक काम करते हैं. Let me not explain you the meaning. Let me give you an example. सबको समझ में आ जाएगा. Suppose you're standing on a beach and you're looking at the sea. हम लोग बीच पे खड़े हैं और हम लोग पानी में देख रहे हैं, तो दूर हमको एक ऐसा लाइन दिखेगा which is the between sky and water. That last line of the earth that we can see is called as the horizon. Now remember, I'm talking about the time when the sun is just below the horizon. मतलब सन होराइजन के नीचे है, राइज हुआ नहीं, थोड़ी देर में ऊपर आके राइज हो जाएगा. Children, it's a common sense that if the sun is below the horizon, तो दिखना तो नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन फिर भी दिखता है. You know why? Because now light is coming from vacuum to air. Vacuum to air मतलब rarer to denser. So again it bends towards the normal. But again, observer को दिखता नहीं है. Observer feels that this ray of light is coming from one point is somewhere over. So the image of the sun is at this position. This position called correct apparent position. Apparent position किधर है sun का? Horizon के ऊपर है कि नीचे है? ऊपर. तो इसके लिए हमको ये sun का image दिखता है, even though the actual sun is down. This is called advanced sunrise. The same thing happens during sunset. Sunset हो जाता है, फिर भी हमको 2 मिनट तक sun दिखता है. Imagine, have you ever thought of this? Sunset हो गया, फिर भी we can see the sun for 2 minutes. This is called delayed sunset. The sun appears to set 2 minutes late. Again the same thing. Sunset हो गया, लेकिन फिर भी the image of the sun, the apparent position of the sun is above the horizon, which is what we can see. We can see the sun 2 minutes before the actual sunrise, and we can see 2 minutes after the actual sunset. This is called advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. इसका मतलब क्या है मालूम है? Because of refraction, the duration of the day increases by 4 minutes. कैसे 4 minutes? 2 minutes during sunrise and 2 minutes during sunset. मतलब days become longer by 4 minutes because of refraction. That means अगर refraction ना होता ना, तो days would be shorter by 4 minutes. But everything is because of refraction. My dear friends, there are so many more beautiful examples of refraction that I can keep giving. Like for example, if you've seen your mom cooking, making tea or making coffee, तो उसमें से जो वेपर आता है, वो वेपर से अगर हमने कोई चीज को देखा ना, तो things appear moving. Same with fire. If you see fire and fire के ऊपर जो air है, उसमें से अगर हमने चीजों को देखा, they appear shaky, they appear to be moving. It is because of refraction. The pillars of the Taj Mahal, domes of the Taj Mahal, अपनी straight है, लेकिन they are not straight. They are slightly inclined. Again, it is because of refraction that we are able to see them straight. There are so many more amazing examples of refraction, but obviously we don't have to study all of them. If you want more examples, you can Google. But for now, in our syllabus, we have only these 3 examples. The examples are: first, the bottom of the swimming pool is raised. Second, of stars and not twinkling of planets. And the third example is advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Now your homework. Your homework is to look at video again. I hope you all know that we are putting the recorded lectures and sharing the links with you. So you will watch the videos again. After watching the videos, when you come across these answers, you will pause the videos and you will write these 3 answers 2 times. So I expect everybody to write these answers twice, and I want you all to also learn these answers now, because these 3 answers are very important. 3 reasons. First, the bottom of the swimming pool is raised. Second, stars twinkle at night. And third, planets do not twinkle. I promised you at the beginning of this lecture that today's lecture is going to be very, very interesting because we are learning some beautiful natural phenomena. And now I end this session by making one more promise. My next lecture is going to be even more interesting. Why? Because I'm going to study two more beautiful, beautiful natural phenomena in the next lecture. Now I'm seeing there are some people who have some doubts. So just let me answer their doubts. In the meanwhile, Sashikant sir.
Yes, sir.
Takshila Vijay Pandit has some doubt. So can I just unmute him and
even you can do that, sir. I have done.
I can do that?
Yeah. You are the co-host. I have given you the permission. And I have unmuted.
Vijay Pandit has already been unmuted.
Sir.
Yes, Vijay, go on. Yes, Vijay.
सर जब डिफरेंट सीजन होता है तो फिर डे कैसे ऑल्टर होता है? कभी कभी लंबा होता है, कभी कभी छोटा होता है.
That you will study in geography. because
sir.
What happens is Earth का जो axis of rotation, it is not straight, it is slightly inclined. Which is why you see different seasons and different seasons में अलग-अलग duration होता है days का और nights का. That you will learn in geography. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, और किसी को शशिकांत सर को डाउट दिख रहा है?
I can't see anybody saying anything. I think, sir, you are very clear.
From Takshila, Steiner has some doubt.
Yeah. You want me to unmute him?
Yeah, if you found him.
Yeah, I did.
Not able to see him.
I did. Yes, Steiner, you can speak.
Yes, so I had a doubt about the like when we see that time, like for example the coins, like the example about the coin. So like what if the observer looks from exactly above the coin? Then still will the coin be at a different position, or will it still be at the same position?
No. If you can recall, in the first lecture we learned that refraction only happens when light travels obliquely. Refraction does not happen when light travels straight. Correct? So if you see exactly from above, you will see the coin in its actual position only. There will be no refraction. But only if you see from the side, you will feel that the coin is slightly raised.
Okay, sir.
Is the question answered, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Sashikant sir. So I will just end the session here and
Yes,
I'll give it over to you.
Yes, sir. So how was the lecture, everybody? Must fab. So I hope you all studied something new, something nice. So I think we are enjoying this live lectures, right? So what we have done right now, if you can actually say, is even we are trying to make the best out of the crisis. So we are out there facing some crisis, but I think we have tried to get the best out of it. Now, your responsibility is also to make the most of it study. Now, what is very important is right now the concept is taught to you right away. Things are fresh in your mind. Now, if you try to reach the same topic after 2-3 days, you will forget things. So make sure that you go and study within a day. Latest by tomorrow afternoon, everything that is taught today has to be studied. You have to study. Okay. So I think we will end it here, and we will meet around 6 o'clock.
Sir. Can I interrupt?
Yes, please.
DN Nagar Amog has a question. I is equal to R. Is it possible in refraction of light? Beta, we will understand this when we understand the sums. So hold on to your question till the time we start solving sums. Ayush from Takshila has a doubt. In case sun, why the rays are turning 2 times? Ayush, let me tell you, rays are not turning 2 times. The rays are turning continuously. Because as the rays come towards the earth, continuously density of air goes on increasing, तो continuously at each and every stage the rays are turning. तो बहुत रिफ्रैक्शन होता है, सिर्फ 2 बार नहीं होता है. Yeah, I think I saw these 2 doubts, so I thought I should answer.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.